What's up, guys? Ta-da! Finally, I've been waiting for this bike for probably almost a year now, and it's finally here. So this is the BMC Team Machine SLR03 with the new Ultegra 12-speed, Princeton wheels, Speedplay pedals, Berg saddle. So it's right now it's tubeless with Pirelli P-Zero Race SL tires, 726. So this is more like an initial review, my thoughts on the bike and what you should watch out if you're buying a bike. If you're interested in buying a BMC Time Machine SLR01 for yourself. First fun fact that I wanted to share was the SLR01. All the frames are made from 600 small pieces of carbon fiber, which to me it's pretty amazing. So this is just a fun little fact. The Team Machine SLR01 is also the lightest, the most aggressive road bike they have, road frame set that they have. So and it really shows when you're on the road. It's especially with this everything, with this whole equipment, it's pretty nuts how fast it is. So the main thing that I would like to point out here is that with the handlebar, I went with they have two options. So you have the standard one and then you have the race or the team version. So what's the difference between the standard and the team version? The reach, it's 1 centimeter longer with the team, and also the steepness of the angle. So here it's a little bit steeper. So for the race and team version, you need to watch out if you want like a really aggressive position on the bike. If you're not used to probably around 10 centimeters of drop and like a similar position that you see on the television with the professionals, so they're really extended. If you're not used to that kind of position, I would opt for a standard handlebar. Here it's 12 centimeters long and 40 centimeters width. So probably I should have gone with 11 centimeters long handlebar, and probably it would be okay. So yeah, for the future for sure I'll know about it, and I think I'm gonna drop 1 or 2 more spacers down to get that perfect position for myself. And also right now I haven't been going on some crazy descents, so it will be better for the descents as well if you have a lower front end. For the whole bike, the setup is pretty sick. Like you see, except for the group set, which I'm waiting for the Dura Ace bike as well, but that's coming later next year. I think everything is, I can't imagine going for a better components that they are already on the bike. This bike weighs in 7.3, so if you just switch the wheels to tubulars, I think you're at that 6.8, 6.9 UCI weight limit. But if you want these wheels and you just go for the Dura Ace group set, you'll be around 6.9, 7 kilograms. I think the difference is between, I think, a good 300 grams from Ultegra to do race. So the new group set. So the wheels, Princeton Wake 6560s, tubeless ready. Right now I'm running with Pirelli tires. UAE Team Emirates will ride the Pirelli tires, so that's amazing. So the Wake wheels have tune hubs in it. I'm waiting for bearings from Ceramicspeed to put ceramics bearings inside and see how that goes. I wanted to try the steel version first and then go for the ceramics if I feel any difference. The Wake wheels, for this kind of depth of the wheel, they're really reliable. Like even on crosswinds they're really good. Like in Ceres we had like a lot of crazy wind, and you feel the initial punch and then they stabilize. The bike doesn't feel as crazy on the road, so that's really good. You can also go and watch the testimonial from Greg Abouleh, who is a Pro Tour rider. He rode for CCC and also for Bahrain Merida. Now he's racing in Dubai currently, so you can check that out on our Instagram's highlights of the Princeton Wake 6560s. He really likes the wheels as well. Regarding the tires, I wasn't as excited as I wanted to be when Pirelli first came out. They were really grippy, but that was pretty much the only good thing about them. They didn't feel like they should be put on a race bike, but with these tires I was blown away last year, and now after 5,000–6,000 kilometers on them, this is my second set. So the first set I had them, I think, on 5 different bikes, and yeah, they did what they needed to do. I had a couple of punctures, but I think that's pretty normal, depends on where you ride. I don't blame it on the tires, I blame it on myself, because I rode over a couple of sharp objects, and that's pretty much it. Compared to some other tires, they don't get like scratches on the tires that fast that the competition does, so I think that's a bonus from our recreational side of things, because you don't see those kind of scratches. Like every other ride you see a new one, so these ones they don't have that, and that's really good. I have here the Speedplay Nanos, so the lightest ones that they are on the market. I'm waiting for the power meter one, but that's probably summer 2022. I've been riding with Lux probably my whole life. When I was racing MTB, I was riding Shimano's as well, but now for the past probably 10 years I've been solely on Lux pedals. And these ones, I'm not sure what my opinion is currently. If you're like a noob, if you're a complete beginner, I think it's easier to clip in with Shimano's and Lux. But if you're an experienced rider, then I think this will work pretty good, especially if you have knee problems, anything like that. I think I would recommend these ones. But if you're like a beginner, then I would opt in for Lux or Shimano's, because I feel they're easier to get used to if you never rode clipless pedals. Oh, and one other thing, I saw a couple of reviews, they were mentioning the power transfer. To be honest, I didn't feel any difference between Lux, Shimano's compared to these ones, and I'm pretty heavy, so on every climb I usually ride 300 to 500 watts, so to me they felt pretty good. Even when I did some sprints, I didn't feel like they were lacking some power, but more on that probably when I get the power meter Wahoo pedals, and I will let you know how that goes. I'm waiting on a couple of bits to add on this bike. So the hub bearings, I'm waiting to put Ceramicspeed on, and also on the BBs I'm also waiting for Ceramicspeed, and the OSPV I'm also waiting for Ceramicspeed. So I hope they add the Ultegra versions pretty fast, so I can show you that bike as well. So what I would like to tell you at the end, to me it's probably the perfect bike. It's really light for this kind of group set. I know it's expensive, but when you're looking at the bike with this kind of equipment, this kind of components, I think you cannot expect a bike to be a couple of €1,000. It's a high-end bike, and thankfully it also rides as a high-end bike, so it's really good. After a couple of 100 kilometers, I cannot even say anything bad about it, because currently are all superlatives. Yeah, it even looks great, to be honest. What you think? Yeah. So it looks great. It rides great. I even like the bottle cages now that I got used to those. So I'm only waiting for the Wahoo cycling computer, that thingy. Cycling computer. I'm only waiting for the cycling computer mount, and that's pretty much it. That's my bike for the next couple of months, so I will give you a longer review probably in March. But if you have any questions, whatever, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer those.